if you miss one step, especially if you're starting a business or a farm and you want to import things, that one step could actually cost you thousands of dollars. So stay right to the end of the video, guys. Could share and say hi everyone, welcome back to Pantten Farm. My name is Hawa. In today's video we are going to talk all about the steps that you need to take when buying land in Liberia. But before we get any further, I would just like to say a huge welcome to all of our new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the love and for the support. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do, guys. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you like this video, comment below and share the video if you think anybody else will benefit from it. But with all that being said, let's just get straight into the video. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a long one just because it's such an important video. The steps needs to be followed, so then that way you know your land is safe and secured. So make sure, guys, you watch the video right to the end. Now, I do have the script written down of what I'm going to be discussing. So if you see me glancing down once in a while, that is what I'm looking at. All right, so let's get straight into it. So step number one, which is you've seen your land, you've liked the land. The owner said, yep, I'm willing to sell it. I would like to sell the land. And yes, you've both agreed. And so once that is done, what you need to do in step number two, before you go any further, is to make sure that you put the notice of sale in the local news letter or news agent. So make sure that you notify the local newsletter and put it in there as an interest to buy the land. Now, this notice of sale lasts for about 2 weeks. So within these 2 weeks, if nobody claims the land, which is now step number 3, if nobody claims the land, in step number 3, you will get a surveyor. So you'll get a surveyor who will conduct a survey on the land. So they will conduct a land survey for you. Now, you can get a surveyor through the land ministry. You don't have to though. You can get your own personal surveyor if you want to. So in step number 4 now, step number 4, the survey is done. Yep, we've gotten the land measurements and all this, and they're all up to date. And you've agreed, both of you have agreed, the seller and the buyer, you've agreed that's the land they want to sell. What you now need to do in step number 5 is to process the surveying of the property. So this one, if you haven't gotten a lawyer from the beginning of the purchase, you can get a lawyer now at step number 5. So the lawyer will get all the documents that are needed. They will start the official transfer of property. So in that step number 5, that's when they'll also check the status of the land, the ownership of the property and all that. So the lawyer will do all of that. In step number 6 now, the lawyer will obtain a copy of the title and the deed document as well from the owner of the land. Once they have done that, they will take it to the Office of Center for National Document and Record. Now this part of this, the lawyers basically gonna really work a lot with the National Center for Document to make sure that the land is actually legitimate. So that's step number 6. So in step number 7, the lawyer will have, once they've gotten all those documents, they will complete the deed and the title document, and they will send this to process this through the Center for National Documents. So that will be sent to the CNDRA. So once they have received it, in step number 8, the Center for National Documents will get your application and they will do the search manually. Sometimes this takes a while. So if you have a lawyer, they can chase after this and look after it. Otherwise, you will have to be contacting the person that you actually gave the document to make sure that they're doing the search. So in step number 9, once they have done the search and everything's come back clean, the lawyer will proceed to the Bureau of Internal Revenue, which is the Ministry of Finance, to check for any outstanding. So this part is very important. So step number 9, especially if you're doing it as a farm, you're thinking in the future you want to import farm equipment and get that tax-free import. If you want to get that in the future, you need to make sure that this step number 9 is actually done. So this is after they have already done the search at the central document and record thing, and they found everything is fine, and they learn, yep, they can continue. The Ministry of Finance will check to see if there's any outstanding taxes that need to be paid by the owner of that land that you want to buy. So if the owner of the land, so because in Liberia you are actually supposed to pay tax on your land annually, a lot of people I don't think are aware, or if they are just choosing not to. So you make sure that in step number 9, you make sure that the person that you're buying the land for has paid their taxes on the land. Now, failure to do so means that when you do purchase the land, if they have not paid for that land prior to you purchasing it, and the document, the land is already yours and it's in your name, there will be penalty that you have to pay when you do go to get anything done. So they will charge you 4 years penalty, which is 4 years from the date you bought it backwards, not forward. 4 years from the day you bought it, going backwards. So let's say you buy it in 2023, it's gonna go from 2023 to 2017 or 2018. So 4 years back. Just calculate, I can't think right now. Yeah, so make sure that this step is done correctly. Make sure that in step number 9 that they have paid their taxes. And so when they search, when the ministry does inform you, then you need to come with an agreement between you and the owner on how you're best going to solve that situation. Number 10. So once everything has been cleared, the taxes, have been cleared. The Real Estate Tax Division issues the official tax receipt to you. So once you've paid the taxes that are owed to the land, then they'll give you a receipt. And once you've gotten that receipt, and then the property is all cleared and there's no more taxes being owed to it. So now all you have to worry about is paying your tax for the following year. Now you can always pay in advance, and that is also acceptable. In step number 11, deed now should be signed in the presence of your lawyer, the owner's lawyer, and any other witness that you would like to be present will be there to sign the deed. So after signing the deed, the lawyer takes it to the probate court. Now, this part is also very important. Make sure you probate your land, because if you don't probate it, even though you've done all those other steps, if it's not probated, it's not your land. It doesn't legally belong to you. The people can come back and claim it. So in step number 12, once you've signed the deed in front of your lawyers, your lawyer will take it to the probate court to request for the transfer of property. When the request is received, the probate office will publish a notice of transition for 4 business days. So they will have that up for like 4 business days. They'll publish it in case anybody else wants to claim it. So even though you've done it in the beginning, step number 2, they're still going to do it in step number 12. This is to make sure that nobody else can come after this. Nobody else can come and claim it and say it's their land. If there are no objections and nobody claims the land, then they will, on the 5th day, the lawyer then pick up the deed. Step number 13, after the deed has been sealed and the property is now ready to be registered. So the buyer obtained the registration form for the deed and the title deed document, and this needs to be completed very carefully, and you take it up to the Ministry of Finance and thereafter the property is registered and bill is issued, and your lawyer can pay for whatever fees that are in that area. In step number 13, there is every document that the government touches, there is a fee to it. So make sure that you are looking when you go to the land ministry website to check the list, check down for the price list of how much things cost. Though I did forget to mention, I was going to mention in the beginning, as a foreigner, you can own land in Liberia. You can leasehold it for 25 to 50 years, and I think sometimes even longer if you need to. So I just thought to mention that. So in step number 14, the seller will take the document over to the Internal Revenue or the Bureau of Internal Revenue to change the property into your name or take their name off it. You make sure that they do this so that they change the property into your name. And after that, you are now a new owner of a land in Liberia. So yeah, it is a lot of steps. I hope they make sense. I hope what I've just shared with you actually helps you to get your steps or your lands in a smoother way. But my best advice is, if you can afford it, get a lawyer involved, or make sure you get a very trusted person involved if you are not on ground when buying the land. But besides that, guys, if you've liked the video, make sure you like it, make sure you comment, make sure you share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, guys. I will see you on the next one. Mwah!